Alright, dehydrating food 101. First, buy a dehydrator. This is an Excalibur 9 tray, blah blah blah, something something blah blah blah. Plenty of room. Here's what I'm trying to dehydrate. Bacon, mushrooms, bacon and green onions back there, some garlic, 16 eggs, some Anaheim green peppers. Nothing there. These two trays are for potatoes. All the old ladies online say to blanch it first, so that's what I'm doing. I'm actually going to steam them all the way through because I intend on making powder out of them. And lastly, tomatoes. Oh, not lastly, that's right. Over here, we have some bargain bin meat. 1.5 pounds of beef. And what we have here is a mixture of green onion bulbs, cilantro, garlic, salt, pepper, Lowry seasoned salt, and barbecue sauce. We're going to dip the meat in here, let it marinate overnight, and then we're going to put it in the dehydrator, and hopefully we're going to make some bomb diggity jerky. Now what I've done is I've wrote down the weight, among other things, of all the items that I'm dehydrating. And when everything's finished dehydrating, we're going to put it back on the scale and we're going to weigh it, and I will show you how much weight you can save by dehydrating food for backpacking. Everything is dried out. Here are 4 tomatoes. They got a nice red color. Let's see, this was 2, what do you call them, Anaheim peppers. Here is 1 sprig of, I guess you'd call it a sprig of green peppers. Here's a big old bag of mushrooms. Here are 16 scrambled eggs. And here are 3 pounds of potatoes, or what were 3 pounds of potatoes. So, all this food is now all dehydrated. It only took overnight. And let's see. Oh, the bacon didn't dehydrate very well. I guess bacon didn't have as much water as I thought it had on it. It dehydrated a little bit, but I don't know if you can see it in there. There's still a lot of grease and slimy, saturated fat. Big surprise, right? Okay. So the bacon didn't work out well. I didn't factor it into my calculations. But we started with, where are we at? Less bacon, 3,573 grams worth of food, or 7.8 pounds, and ended up with 578 grams worth of food, or 1.3 pounds, which is 16% of our original weight. That's nuts! That's crazy! Okay, before I was so rudely interrupted by dead batteries and had to go to the store, I believe I was saying we started with less bacon. We started with 37 grams of food for a total of 7.8 pounds. We ended up with 578. Yep, there we go. 578 for a total of 1.3 pounds, which means we are 16% of our original food weight. With bacon, I went ahead and took the bacon out anyway. I didn't think it did much, but it did do something substantial. Let's see, it was a bacon. 470 grams to 230 grams. So it effectively cut the bacon in half, which I was kind of surprised because it really didn't look like the bacon did anything. However, I'm not counting it in still, because even it did cut this in half, but you'd have to use this pretty quick before all the fats went rancid. So maybe the night before you go backpacking, I don't know. Anyway, so what we have done is taken a whole bunch of food and moved it down to 16% of its base weight. Now, this stuff is still kind of bulky, so what I'm going to do, because let's see, we've reduced weight, we've maintained nutrition, we reduced bulk by a little bit, but we can reduce bulk even more. Back here in the annals of our kitchen countertop, we have the blender. Dun dun dun. I'm going to blend this stuff up and show you exactly how much bulk you can make, or you can lose. Yeah, you want to lose bulk. Alright. Alright, here it is. We have turned 16 eggs, 3 pounds of potatoes, 4 tomatoes, 2 Anaheim peppers, and a sprig of green onions, oh, and a bag of mushrooms into powder. And it fits in this 1 liter bag, all that food. Let's just, for shits and giggles while we got it all here, see if the math adds up. This should be about 1.3 pounds. 1.4? Okay, we got a couple plastic bags in there. Let's see, 580 grams. I added up to 578 grams. So, we got all this awesome food in 1 liter. I mean, this is a couple days worth of food in 1 liter, right? The question is, does it taste good? Can you cook it? Because really, what's the point if it doesn't taste good? We know it's got nutrition in it, because all we did is dehydrate it at 125 degrees Fahrenheit. None of the enzymes were destroyed. Full of nutrition. Now, I'm going to try and make me, let's see, what should I make? I'm going to make some hash browns and green onions with some eggs and mushrooms. And maybe some tomato on the side. That tomato is really potent. So, here we go. Alright, I have absolutely no clue what the reconstitution ratio of water to food is. I'm sure it's different for every food. But, so, my plan of attack here with this reconstitution, rehydration, is just to add a little bit of water, and I may have put too much water in the eggs, I don't know. But then I'm going to boil them off. That's my plan, to slowly boil off the water in both of these. They're each sitting on, let's see, number 2.5 about. So, slowly and surely, this will cook, hopefully, and rehydrate. And if it looks like it needs more water, I'm just going to add more water. That's all I got. It smells pretty good, actually. We'll see what happens. So I've decided that while these are rehydrating and cooking, I am going to start dehydrating these beef strips. Oh, look at that. They've been marinating in this barbecue sauce, this cilantro, green onions, and tons of garlic overnight. We're going to stick them in the dehydrator somewhere. I don't know. Probably. Oh, I still got garlic going in there. There we go. We'll stick them in on those tray, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. I never tried this before. They say you gotta dehydrate meat at a higher temperature. We'll see. But oh, it looks like it's gonna be the bomb jerky. I really, really hope this works. All right.